It's getting to be beer 30 here in the Hillbilly Hills. I wanted to give you folks a look at I believe this is an '07 Ford. When you pull the bed off, okay, this is the carnage. Potato chips. I didn't do this. This is how the bed came off. Here I'm descaling a little bit, but basically the back tire, that rim, that's shot. Gonna have to go to the salvage yard and get him another one. And then here's the problem. This bed is through at places. So this truck was pretty camouflaged. That's when a customer comes in and other places and they tell you to take it elsewhere, or they don't want to get involved in it because things can be camouflaged. Now, this guy's a veteran. We're all brothers, so we're not going to have an argument. But he is, like I said, he's into another $1,000 bill, if not better. I'm going to put a floor, and we got a lot of traffic noise. It's beer 30. It's the end of the day. Okay, got a lot of traffic noise here. So pay attention. I'm going to approach this guy that we're going to put another floor in that bed, because he has one of those mobility scooters, and those scooters are anywhere from 350 all the way up to 500 pound, depending on the model. And I really didn't pay attention. He had it on the back of his truck, but he has intentions of getting one of those eccentricated ramps, which would be better than carrying it on the back, because if you get in an accident, 9 chances out of 10, if it's in the back of the truck, it's going to be a minor issue. But if you leave it on, he has it on a bumper mount here, and those are not the most reliable things either, because if some clown comes along, your scooter could end up in the next county, especially with these kamikaze pilots we have around here. It's getting bad with the traffic. Everybody's out of line, way over the speed limit, not considered. I almost got clipped twice today, just going across town. People want to go right in the turning lane right in front of you when you have the right of way. You got to slam on the brakes. I need a shade here. The township blew up, or somebody blew up my bathroom. I was up night before last till 11:30, scrubbing my bathroom and my kitchen because somebody jammed. It looked like a cross between motor oil and grease that came right up out of the drains, and it exploded. So what you have left here, you have to consider what you're doing when you're doing these trucks and you're quoting prices. I can't, because things can be so well hidden. And not to mention those supports, there's nothing left of those bed supports. I'll take you back off. I mean, literally, they told them it would not pass inspection. But as I said, see, I don't know how visible that is with this camera and this sun angle, but you can see this bed was repainted. And then over there, somebody slipped in some aluminum fascia material. And it was pretty crafty work there. I didn't even realize Bondo stuck to it that well. But basically, even what they call this is like a torsional support. It puts pressure between the mount and the body. Okay, torsion usually applies to pressure, and it's just like a piece of pipe. So basically, I have to remake all of this. And could you see that from underneath the truck? Maybe if I had a lift, but this stuff actually fell apart as the bed came off. The pieces were underneath the truck. Now, I cleaned up some of that. And then here's another. I mean, basically, this is what I saw from underneath the truck. You know, and I saw that was pretty awful. But I didn't see that this happened when we pulled it up off of those bed bolts. Those bed bolts kind of bound the bed, and then this stuff stayed behind. The rest of it just about fell to dust. There's your proof. So basically that stayed behind. So that was still pretty much intact. And a lot of times like this, you know, this can be descaled, and this frame really doesn't really have any holes in it. So he'll be able to pass inspection, but he's kind of at the damned if you do and damned if you don't with that bed. And then I got to get underneath that cab. It's supposed to be nice and warm tomorrow, so I got to run for some groceries. And I wanted to explain to you that you want one of those new turds that you're selling at the dealerships that's dealer dependent, and it's got all that spy technology for your insurance company, and you know, God knows who else. Somebody has a grudge against you and they work for one of them F-tards and they want to hurt you. That's the way they're doing these vehicles and stuff. Like I said, a lot of this hocus pocus sabotage. Well, how did they know that to quit the engines right before the ship hit the bridge? Well, geez, some F-tard knew right where that ship was and right where the current. I mean, there are Navy personnel. We studied air current, sea current. There's people that know that bay better than God Himself. So don't believe that everything's an accident. This AI technology, it's being used for evil, and it's got to go. It's got to get out of your car. Your car belongs to you, not to your insurance company, and certainly not to some F-tard spy with AI technology. It doesn't belong. My cars don't belong to them, and I'll never buy one of them. When I'm gone, I'm gone. But I'm not going to buy one of them. They can keep that stuff at the dealerships, right where it's at. That's where it belongs, with them. They can drive it. Okay? So I made my point that sometimes when you get into a job, you don't want to hurt somebody, but again, I got to fix this guy's truck. I got it apart. It ain't staying here. And after everything he's got into this so far, he ain't sending it to the junkyard. He's kind of committed. But I got a conscience too. But I mean, you, that bed was so well camouflaged. I didn't think I would find anything like this. Well, like the bed is underneath, but it's his first time for everything. Take a better look. Well, an inspection mechanic took a look, and even he was probably a little baffled. So I'll get back with you folks, and I'll let you know what he has to say after we have our little conversation, because I can save the truck, but there's no way in hell he's putting a scooter up on that thing. It's gonna crush whatever's left of that metal there. It's through in how many places. Might as well just remetal the bed and be done with it. Thanks for watching my videos, folks, and I'm ultra tired. Like I said, I can't keep working till midnight like this. Thanks.